People were asking me why they should do the GCTE, and I had a few thoughts about that. And there's some circumstances where I think it's a really, really good idea, especially if you're new to teaching, and if you're new to teaching at this university. When you're doing the GCTE, or even just the first course, you're there to understand what you're actually doing. You're there with a group of people who you're able to share your issues and problems with. And it's a fantastic way of getting to know what you're good at getting to know the strategies that you can use in different circumstances, and in overcoming some of those issues. Now, say you've got a problem with group teaching. How are you going to do that? How are you going to get people to work in groups? What's the best way of assessing them? What's a fair way of doing that? And people have been struggling with these things for a very long time. There's a whole lot of literature about it, but there are other people going through it at the same time. And so you can share those experiences and really get to work through things together. So I think that's one circumstance, is when you're new here at CQ University, but also if you're new to teaching altogether. The second area is if you've actually got a specific problem that you're trying to grapple with, that you've done your best and your teaching schools are not reflecting your effort, and people are saying, this is not good enough, we don't like the resources, we don't like the assessment, we're not getting enough feedback. And this can really help in working out how to improve. And actually, you should listen to some of the other videos where people have done these courses and their schools have just changed dramatically. And then that gives you, as a teacher, the confidence to go on, to do it well, to really experiment, and to be a really experienced and valuable practitioner. And the better teachers that we are, the better the experience our students get. And it's really, we are here for them. It's not about us, it's about giving them the best experience so that they can be what they want to be, but be the best that they can be too. I think the other group of people that this really helps is people who have been doing this for a few years, who might be a bit stale on the technology, which moves on, but also who might be thinking about promotion. And to establish yourself as somebody who's got a postgraduate qualification in this tertiary education is to establish yourself as a real teaching scholar, as a force, if you like, to be reckoned with. It enables you to undertake that critical reflection of your own practice. And that's something that you can bring to the table, that you can bring to a promotion application in a way that it's actually much harder to demonstrate from just doing the everyday classes and assessment. So obviously in promotion you're looking for leadership and experience and so forth. But doing the GCTE is a really good step, especially if you're teaching focused or teaching intensive academic profile. The other things I'd like to say about the GCTE is that I think there are 2 or 3 advantages that really stand out, and they stand out from the cohorts that have gone through together. One of those is that sometimes we've actually had a cohort of people, say from one school, who will go through together and work things through together. And in fact, just the other week, a whole group of people said, we'd like to do some of this, and we'll do it together and we can help each other. But for other groups, you've got a real mixture. You've got people from all different schools, you've got people from different campuses, and you build a network of staff that you wouldn't normally meet in your day-to-day activities. You build a network and you can ring them up, or you can drop them an email and just say, what would you do about this? And you know that they're not going to laugh at you because they probably had the same problems. And it's just it's just a supportive network of people around the university who will help you. The other thing I like about this is that it's like work integrated learning, which is what we're trying to do for our students. So a lot of what you're doing is actually based on the teaching you're doing for your students anyway. You're not doing something in addition, writing assignments on some obscure piece of educational theory. You're actually interrogating and improving your own practice. And I think although it is demanding, and obviously there are some, it does take some time and it does take some effort, it's really building on what you're already doing and enabling you just to do it so much better. Coming out of the GCTE, I think you'll find that you've built on your content expertise and that you've got the confidence and the experience that really helps you to be a great teacher. We tend to assume that everybody who's done research, who's got expertise in their subject area can automatically teach. And it's actually not the case. This will help you to teach better and, more importantly, for our students to learn better. And overall, we will just be a much better university.